Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's Saturday. Slashback Saturday. This is a segment that my very good friend Joe, the Horror Man, came up with, where we watch a slasher film during the week with a certain theme, and do a review. This week's theme is the 70s. Now, I'll admit, I had quite a bit to choose from, but they were all titles that, I don't know, they weren't very original. I mean, titles like Halloween, which is my favorite movie of all time, Black Christmas, which is my second favorite movie of all time, Silent Night, Bloody Night, which I've actually already reviewed, Eaten Alive, Savage Weekend, you name it. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this week, I chose Torso. Now, Torso is a 1973 film, which, depending on which cut of the movie you watch, because this Blue Underground Blu-ray has both cuts. There is a 90-minute US version and a 93-minute Italian version. Now, I've seen the US version I don't know how many times, so I decided to watch the Italian cut of this movie. First time. Now, Torso is directed by Sergio Martino, who is responsible for The Case of the Scorpion's Tail, All the Colors of the Dark, which I do believe just got a Severin release, Screamers, which is actually a really fun movie with Barbara Bach, and Slave of the Cannibal God. Now, the stars Susie Kendall is Jane. She was in Spasmo and in The Devil's Garden. Tina Amont as Daniela. Unfortunately, she passed away on October 28th of 2006 at the age of 60. She was in Necropolis. And Luke Mercado as Roberto, or the Doctor. He was in Shoot First, Die Later, which I do believe I have, and he was in Hostel Part 2. Now, the American and the Italian cut, I do believe you can watch with an intro with Eli Roth, which I did on the Italian cut. And he explained how he casted Luke Mercado in Hostel as a homage to Torso, which is one of his favorite films. Now, this movie also has two other names, Carnal Violence and The Bodies Show Signs of Carnal Violence. It's a very long title, but it kind of fits the whole giallo motif with The Case of the Scorpion's Tail, Short Night of Glass Dolls, movies like that. Now, some interesting things about the film. During production, none of the cast was told who the killer was. Because of the red herrings in the film, many of the actresses were convinced it was someone else, which I thought was kind of a fun way to do the movie and to get an actual natural reaction. Susie Kendall, who was British, was dubbed by an American voice artist, Susan Spafford, because she did play the American in the film. But I did watch the all-Italian version, so it kind of didn't matter. This really doesn't have much of a synopsis or much of a plot, but I'll give it a shot without spoiling anything. A bunch of girls from college decide to go on vacation, and even before that, they are stalked by a madman wearing a ski mask, who basically kills them and sexually assaults them. And you're kind of left to believe it had something to do with his childhood, which of course you find out later. But yeah, so there's really not much to this one, but boy is it a fun movie. It's very violent. It definitely is a product of its time, but definitely a fun movie. Now, this is considered a giallo, but it is a slasher, in my opinion. A lot of people consider Italian giallos to be the equivalent of the American slasher. This is a really good one. If you've never seen Torso, I definitely recommend it. So have you seen Torso? What did you think? Definitely comment below and let me know. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.